Hey, besties! Welcome back to the Sanctified Spill, the podcast where we read scripture like it's the ultimate drama series. Because honestly, Genesis does not miss. Today, we're spilling the tea on Genesis 4, and let me just prepare you. This is the Bible's first family feud, first jealousy meltdown, and first true crime case. Let's dive in. The family expands. So Adam and Eve have officially moved out of Eden and into the real world. They have their first baby, Cain, and Eve is like, "The Lord help me get this man child." She's proud, she's glowing, she's in her mom era. Then comes baby number 2, Abel. You'd think this would be a cute brother duo, like Cain and Abel, the original Phineas and Ferb, but absolutely not. This becomes Cain and Abel, the dramatic cautionary tale. Cain grows up to be a farmer, the produce guy. Abel becomes a shepherd, the animal guy. 2 jobs, 2 callings, 2 vibes. Then the offerings drama. Now, here comes the moment where the family group chat gets messy. Cain and Abel both bring offerings to God. Cain brings some of the fruits of the ground. Abel brings the firstborn of his flock and their fat portions, aka the best of the best, premium cuts, the Wagyu level worship. And God is like, "Abel, love this, amazing, 10 out of 10, blessed and highly favored." Cain, love the effort, but not the heart behind it. In Cain's face, it falls faster than your mood when someone says, "We need to talk." God even goes, "Why are you angry? If you do what's right, won't you be accepted?" Translation, "Bestie, don't pout, just bring your best next time." But Cain doesn't want correction. He wants validation. Dangerous combo. Then the first murder. Then Cain pulls Abel out to a field. And listen, if your sibling says, "Hey, come out to this isolated place with no witnesses," just say no. Because Cain attacks Abel and kills him. The first murder in history because of jealousy. This chapter went from sibling rivalry to Criminal Minds real quick. God enters the chat again. God says, "Cain, where is your brother Abel?" Cain hits him with the most iconic line of disrespect. "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" "Sir, you know exactly where he is. You put him there. Don't lie to the Lord. This is not the time to play dumb." God goes, "Cain, your brother's blood is literally crying out to me." The way God pulls the receipts every time, unmatched. The consequences. God tells Cain, "You're cursed from the ground. No more thriving harvests. You'll be a wanderer." Cain freaks out. "This is too much. Someone's going to kill me." And God, showing mercy even in judgment, places a mark on Cain so no one will harm him. This is wild. Even after Cain did the absolute most, God still protects him. Grace really did be wilded out in Genesis. Cain then leaves and starts a whole city. Like, sir, you murdered someone and still decided to go start infrastructure? The audacity is generational. The family tree continues. We get a little rapid fire genealogy. Cain's descendants invented music, metalwork, cities, the whole cultural starter pack. Sin keeps spreading through the family line. But then, plot twist, Adam and Eve have another son, Seth. And through Seth's line, people begin calling on the name of the Lord again. Even in a messy chapter, hope shows back up. So, what's the tea from Genesis 4? Let's break down the holy drama. God cares about the heart behind our offering, not just the offering. Cain gave something. Abel gave his best. Comparison breeds chaos. Cain didn't hate Abel. He hated that Abel reflected what he refused to give. Sin starts small, but grows fast. From jealousy to murder in one chapter, it escalates quick, like a wise old alien once said. Fear leads to anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. God's justice and mercy coexist. Cain faces consequences, but still receives protection. God always keeps a remnant. Through Seth, worship rises again. Genesis is basically telling us no matter how messy humans get, God keeps the story moving. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Sanctified Spill. If you're enjoying this biblical tea party, follow the Sanctified Spill, share this on your story, text it to your siblings, but not in a Cain and Abel way, and drop a comment if you want Genesis 5 next, aka the genealogy chapter that's way juicier than you think. Until next time, besties, stay blessed, stay curious, and please, don't lure your siblings into fields.